All right, guys, it's Anthony Subaru Service. Chris's truck, he brought it down here from Arkansas. First time I've ever seen it. Completely stripped out gearbox. The sector shaft pulled out, completely stripped out. So he had like physically no steering. It's freaking crazy. Put a different gearbox on it. We didn't get all crazy with redhead or blue top. We just put a used gearbox from Darian's truck. Even if it's a little loose, it's better than no steering because there was nothing. And I'm sure that a clock spring is going to be in the future of this truck because that steering wheel just turning willy-nilly like that. We see the STC fitting updated. All right, I'll get close here in a minute and show you what we see, but this is all strictly, it's people's fault. I mean, and that's what comes down to most issues with these trucks are because of people. Let's take a look here real quick. Missing a bolt. Just when you think, oh, maybe they forgot to put a bolt in it. The problem is the full length of the bolt, it physically will not fall out because in order to thread it up, it will actually hit the pump cover and will not let it come out of the hole. Let's just hope bolt extractor gets that sucker out of there. Because if it don't, it's going to be a world of hurt. It's engine out, rear cover off. By then, you might as well put studs in it and do a lifter job because the branch tube would have to come out. Bolt is in there. Looks like it's sticking up out of the branch tube, so we should be able to get it out. We got to remember that the head of that bolt is down inside that engine somewhere, but it's too big to get sucked up through the pickup tube. All right, he's going to hook this up. We thought maybe a pump. It'll be my fourth one ever in the world that an 05 high-pressure pump went bad. It's either STC fitting or, God forbid, a pump. But this is how it was trying to start. Right there. That is not the STC fitting's fault. That is whoever tightened the holy freaking crap out of that bolt. I normally run about 100 inch-pounds. I think it's 89 inch-pounds is the actual spec. At least we found a smoking gun. That is it. So that pump will be staying in the truck. The STC fittings should be fine as long as this jam nut is tight. If they do not tighten the jam nut enough, then it actually chews up the O-ring. I'm not going to replace that O-ring with a generic O-ring. You can buy a new STC kit fitting. It's 60 bucks. Big deal. For the labor to get down to it, heck no. If that O-ring gets messed up because of improper install, you get a new STC fitting kit. Let's just hope we do get that out. If we don't, oh my goodness, that's gonna suck. Getting our intake Y pipe. We're gonna get updated on the driver's side too. Take out the square drives and put in the 12 hex head. No oil cooler. Oil cooler was good. We've never seen the truck run because it came here just like that. So it physically would not start. So in order to get it started, it's kind of a drag to gamble on the oil cooler and leave it. It's all nasty. It'll be all clean when we get done. We got the pump out. But I'll tell you what, let's just get up here and look because it's a sad, sad day. The other bolt was just as tight and it would not come out. I center punched the middle and then I thought, well, once you release the tension, they're 89 inch-pounds. They should thread all the way down by hand. It just wasn't spinning out. I mean, it's yanked the engine. The consequences are so high. Let's say we go ahead and drill it out and go with a bigger bolt. But if you get all the way down to the end, if something happens, you got to yank the engine out any freaking ways. You can't get that branch tube out with the engine in chassis. This no start, no ICP issue just turned massive. You can see where I've been on that trying to get it out, and it's now whether or not they cross-threaded both of them. A lot of times what will happen, the discharge fitting on the pump, the updated fitting, will not be spun. It's 5 turns. If it had a blown out STC fitting, it could bend the branch tube. Loosen the jam nut all the way and the fitting actually threads into the pump. I've got a steel bracket that goes like the old updated bracket that's a long bracket, goes to this hole, and then to here. And that gets you the alignment, and then you tighten the jam nut. Let's see if there's witness marks inside the holes where it was threaded in. If they didn't have the alignment right, then it will try to cut threads in that fitting. What very well could have happened was this alignment in and out was not correct for the STC fitting, and then they put the bolts in and tried to run them down, and they're hard to turn, so it actually cut threads into the STC fitting, or the branch tube. I'd probably bet money that that's what happened, that they had it not aligned and they went ahead and just rammed the bolts home. They tweaked it so freaking much that it broke right when we tried to loosen it. No torque at all, and it just snapped it off. People caused this problem, and we got to stop. We've already been going in process. Some of the parts are getting clean. They're all on the shelf. The whole freaking engine needs to come out. That's just catastrophic. It's just absolutely just sucks. It's the only way we're going to get a good repair. We could hodgepodge around with this son of a gun and try to get those cut off square and then drilled out and drill the bolts out and then take a chance of metal shavings all down in the crank gear and the cam gear and just metal everywhere and try to shop vac it out. But At the end of the day, we could wind up having to yank the engine out anyways. So, I mean, the money best spent would be to just hurry up and yank the freaking engine out right freaking now. It is not studded. It'd be a pain in the ass, but we could possibly get the branch tube replaced without taking the heads off. But at that point, is that really what you want to do? Take the heads off, pull the rear cover off, put a set of lifters in it, reseal the truck. It's a substantial amount. This oil reseal, everything job, I mean, you're gonna be north of $8 grand, probably. Depending on what parts we get and what we do, it could bump up a couple grand from that. I've never heard this truck run. The orange O-rings on all the injector harnesses say that these are original injectors. It's an absolute tragedy. That just sucks. But at the end of the day, you'd have a nice freaking truck at the end of the day if we did all that. It's time to weigh options, flip a coin, look at the stars, I don't know, figure something, because that sucks. I mean, it's horrible. It's decision time, you know, we got to figure out which way to go with it. All right, guys, it's Anthony Super Service. Chris is up, he's in. Start going cab off, engine out. It's got a broken bolt in the STC fitting, in the discharge fitting on the pump. We have to just go ahead and pull it out, put some studs, put some lifters in it, look at the cylinders, just kind of give it a good once over. Branch tube replacement. If the branch tube's coming out, we're putting lifters in it. There's no way around that. We'll just look at the cylinders and see what it needs. It's not far-fetched. We go balance, rotating assembly, rebuild the whole engine. We've already had it in the second bay. It was a no start, so we dug down in and we found a broken bolt. That's it, cab off, engine out. So today it's time to make sense of all the parts, get everything going, get the cab off, get it cleaned, letting it thaw out a little bit. Everything's all cold. I don't really want to go taking plugs and taking crap apart when the truck is so cold. That's how you break stuff. It's 74 degrees. He's been waiting a while. Getting ready to take the cab off. It's ready right now. We got to push it forward, but I got to put the inside back together. I didn't do a whole lot of scrubbing on it. It's dry, but I absolutely did get the freaking garden hose out. And we sprayed hot water in this son of a gun and shot backed it out and tried to clean it up. I take the seats out to get the cab bolts out right here. I don't want to stretch this carpet or stretch it out. We take it all apart, and then I make sure and pull this out so we can vacuum it. This didn't come as clean as I would have really liked, but I mean, we're not an upholstery detail shop. We can at least try a little bit. Left the fan on it all night, left the doors open and everything, and I think I'm gonna leave the windows down for the job, just so that it doesn't get, it's a double-edged sword. I wanna get it clean, but we also don't want it to be all like nasty smelling inside, which I don't think it will, because it was freaking nasty. I mean, it was dirty. Okay, well, we won't say nasty. It was freaking, oh, I still got to vacuum a little bit here. Look at that. Now I'm gonna put everything back in, put the seats back in, floor mats, the trim, just set it all in there. I got to finish vacuuming this side. I just try to clean it up, because when we get done with the job, you know, I want it to be a kind of an enjoyable experience, right? So the best enjoyable experience is when you get in the truck and you go for the first drive, the damn truck is clean. What the hell is on the hood there? Is there a bullet hole in the freaking hood? He's got a bullet hole in his freaking hood. Holy crap. It's always iffy when you've never seen a truck run, and we're gonna take it apart and yank the engine out of it. These are all original. You can tell because of the black wire loom, the plastic piece, and then you can see the yellow of the wires. When it gets older, the wires turn yellow. Ooh, that's a budget blowing son of a gun right there. All we're doing is one thing, but to add a set of injectors onto it, it takes you to another price bracket. A couple $1,000 damn dollars. It sucks. Cab mounts are shot. Yeah, no, basically all four of the cab mounts, the middles and the backs. These look all right, which these always look all right, and the fronts look all right. So we can keep those, but we need the four. I mean, unless you want to go through and do them all. Not that big of a deal to just do those. We got to get a starter. That's the remote wire right there. I don't really normally mess with putting solenoids on starters, because I don't really have anywhere to get a solenoid. Motorcraft starter. I mean, the parts store starters are freaking junk. They're not even worth the time to put on. I just wanted to show the injectors that they're all original. It is a Motorcraft Ford oil cooler. The screen was broke on the bottom. Obviously, we haven't cleaned nothing yet on it. It is a Motorcraft oil cooler. It's not bad. A little bit of leaking going on there, which I'm pretty sure we're yanking the front and rear covers off and resealing them. Not sure if we're taking the bed plate off. Definitely could look a little better. Definitely going to take the upper and lower oil fans off. Bed plates normally do not leak. As far as dripping on the ground leak, they'll make a seep. It'll just be wet. You can see this side's pretty freaking dry. I have not washed it yet, because we're yanking the engine out. So I just waited. And I think we're gonna try a different routine for painting now. We're gonna go outside to paint, because I've been HVLP gunning the frames, and my God, they look so good. Oh, they look so good. But I spend so much time taping stuff off, masking basically the shop so that overspray doesn't get everywhere. The little plastics on the rockers, see how they're all like discolored, dark? They're probably pretty freaking brittle. It's not gonna be far-fetched. We're gonna break a couple of them before when they come off. And if we break a couple, man, it might be far from, who knows, we might want to replace them all. Not that expensive, they're pretty cheap. They're real cheap. Man, what the hell did he do? Now, yeah, that's a little idea I had. It's just a transmission holder that I got a little overboard with. I'd never tried to cut a block in half with a torch. It was a pain in the ass. It sucked. But I just wanted to lighten it up so I could power wash underneath it and power wash inside the bell housing and clean everything, but still have no strap going underneath the transmission to hold it up, or no hooks, something that I can, yeah, just, I wanted to make it easier. Probably should have got a little thicker with the paint on this. I'm not as happy with this as I have been with other ones. It's just not, doesn't have that glass look, you know. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just whatever. Maybe I'm just picky little freaking bastard. He's got a little wear, but I mean, let's just call well enough, leave well enough alone. I mean, it's, you know, could be worse, right? It's not horrible. I mean, is it worth changing the whole damn world on? I'm with you. I don't know. I don't think so. Let's do this. Okay, not bad. 1,000th of wear. Where I'm at, pretty high, kind of high. Let's see how high I can go. Two. Okay, so two. I mean, you know what? That's not bad. Freaking engine. What do you want to do? I'm gonna have to bar it. I don't want to bar it for the other one. Okay, here we go. Not bad. One. Okay. I set it at 2 cylinder clearance. So, you know, spec can go as high as over 3, so whatever. I mean, you could widen it out even more if you really want to, but whatever. Here we go. Did I do this one? Not bad, pretty good. Okay, let's go down a little bit. Let's check, see if we got any taper. No, it actually is better at the bottom, obviously. So there you go. Okay, now this one. Now this one's, you know, it's a little tricky, a little questionable, but I think I'm good to roll. I've had them be here. Let me show you first. A little bigger. It's outside of the range. Not horribly though. I mean, 4. I thought I saw 5. I thought I saw 5 on one of them. It probably is if I move it around. So you know what? We're gonna let it ride. Put some lifters in it, short block, all that. Short block's done though. Cleaning parts up. Engine harness. Hey, bring me the harness, will you? We've got them drying, which it gets kind of crazy because there's multiple. Well, there's only 2 jobs here. Let's grab this and bring it on the table. I don't think the harness is actually that bad, but I might want a couple bucks to tape this sucker up, just to run all around it. This cam sensor looks absolutely flawless. I mean, 100%. EVP has lost a little plastic thing, but that's fine. We got those. Oh my goodness, look at that. He's got both his tabs, the little black tabs. He's got them both. Yeah, buddy. I got a new branch too. Oh, I didn't show us. We went and bought a new one. Let's go for it. I mean, we always buy a new one, whatever. But that's why I got 70 of them in the back. He's got all this looking good here. I mean, we got a new setup for the first bay. Those, I leave those covered in oil. They don't even need to be clean. Look at them. They're absolutely secure. I mean, and then we put them all in the ultrasonic cleaner for about an hour, and they're absolutely brand new, freaking beautiful. What I kind of struggle with, oh, there's a little there too. Struggle with valve cover gaskets. With well, I mean, I like to think I know how to clean them right. I just have to teach everybody else how to clean it. I did a little cleaning on the deck surfaces. A little bit. They're not done yet, but they're pretty. Once I start cleaning on it, I don't bar the engine over until I can go upside down with it. It's got 250,000 miles on it. We don't have issues. I'm telling you what. I can tell you in a perfect, healthy short block, as long as you don't crack any injectors or, you know, I mean, rev it to 6,500 RPM, as long as you don't do that. 5,000 RPM, hell, for that matter, maybe 5,500. then I mean that's something gonna, especially with a fresh set of lifters. Now with a fresh set of lifters, you could go a minute, good minute, every bit as long as it's gone already. You know, just because we don't have bearing issues in these trucks. What I've seen is anytime there's a bearing issue, or I mean idling is hell on it. Idling kills them. It makes your top clearance way freaking huge because no oil gets up there. If it don't make 300, I mean, let's cut it up and eat it. I mean, we're shooting for like 500 would be awesome. But you know, we're humans working on machines, so we just do the best we can and hope it's good enough. Okay, he's got one broke there, not a big deal. That'll be all right. He's got both of them there. Hell yeah, that's freaking good. The openness right here. See this one? See how it's gone? That's a good indication that to attention to detail, whoever the hell touched it last. And it goes all the way down to making sure it's warm enough that you can take it off. Because if it's not warm enough to take it off, don't even try it. You're gonna spend 200 bucks. We are getting a set of injectors. I took the transmission harness completely off of the truck and we ultrasonicked it, and it looks good. Hopefully I don't wind up getting all picky and taping that son of a gun up too, because it's about 8 feet long. Oh well, labor of love, I guess, I don't know. Oh, we tried something new, guys. We're trying something new, but I don't think I like it. As the bolts come off of the truck, low pressure pump cover and front cover. Clean this thing up and get ready to put it back together because we're gonna roll with it. A little bit of deck surface cleaning to do. A little bit, but you can feel it. I don't like it. Don't want to feel it. Decking the block is always a cool thing to do, but this one, I mean, you know, final cleaning, that's what I got to do right now. Rear main is leaking. It's the old seal, it's original factory installed. So that's a leak. Now, was it the only leak? Hell no, I doubt these aren't even done. All they are is clean. I forgot a bunch of stuff to show. Not bad at all. Hey, what's up? Got a little bit there, but you can barely feel it. It's really not bad. It's not bad. Could be worse, could be worse. One of the dowels was stuck in it. Had moments where he was getting 30 pounds, 32 pounds of boost. He don't even know how high. It wasn't seized up, but it was stuck. I had to pound on it a couple of times to get it off. The unison ring basically fell off when we got it apart, so it was in no way seized up. I don't see no issues though. No wear on it. All the little teeth on the vanes are all there. So it only goes to there. That's a little short right there. So, you know, I don't really mess with these guys. I really don't. Because, you know, it only spins 150,000 RPM. But this doesn't. This barely moves. I know. Take the plug out, take the snap ring out, pull it apart. Maybe remesh the gear. Got the right studs. I had some other issues with studs, but we're getting ready to go back together with it. I always like to show the deck surfaces. Looks good. The rockers are all clean. So far we have not broke any. If we can get them put on nice and gingerly, it could last a long time. Everything is freaking ridiculously hard to order right now. Can't get a radiator till next freaking week. There's this deck surfaces. Remember, this is not a surface job. This is just a lifter branch tube replacement job. So we didn't take the engine apart. It feels good. It's smooth. It's really smooth, but that's absolutely perfect. It looks good. Sometimes it's just not in the cards. I mean, we spend so much damn money. There's always that leeriness on deck surfaces because you can feeler gauge all you want, but all it takes is a little bitty spot to be out, just a little bitty spot. About ready to put the head gaskets on, and we are still using Felpro head gaskets. I've already checked them out. You gotta make sure you look at them. Don't just grab them out of the package and throw them on. I mean, I guess you can if you want, but I don't. We look through them because sometimes they will have scratches on them. I did scratch the oil pan down there. You can see it, right? Yeah. Haven't decided yet if I'm going to gum it up by trying to fix it or just let it be. Because I did go through and retaped a lot of harnesses. We did the transmission harness, retaped it, got a lot of the hardware in where it needs to be. I even got all the push pins in the right spot, one there and one there. We taped it all up so that all the connectors are going to be there. Have not done the block heater to the battery cable yet, but this is the pain in the butt that I've always talked about. That's a pain in the ass to tape up wiring harness. I mean, it looks freaking good. And put the pigtails back on. Granted, I had to find just some old one, but put all the push pins back on so when you put it on, everything has a place to go. You know, try to make it go back to factory. We try, but there's a lot of them, and sometimes I just can't find the right push pins to make it happen. Battery cables over there taped up some freaking where too. We are gonna have to get a starter because the stud broke. It's almost done. Look at this. This is basically an 04 harness, so I had to run it under there. It is not crimped on it. Look at the IPR wire. It is not crimped under it. It's not. And the wiring that I did on that IPR wire is a one-time use only, okay? So if this IPR valve does take a crap, then that sucks. You might be able to put that back on how it was, but you know, it kind of, IPR valves go bad. I mean, it happens, whatever. But the wire should be safe and protected all the way up. We also did a couple of things, you know. All right, we're gonna step back from being all freaking perfect all the damn time and doing everything perfect all the time, because it just doesn't work like that. What do you guys see right there? You can see a little bit. Let me stabilize here. You can see a little bit where it was a thin skim. That is the only flange right there that I don't have tooling to fix. I cannot fix the cone flange on the exhaust manifold. Actually, if we're being honest, I also cannot make the cone flange on the acceptor of the exhaust. Trying to save a little money and make it work. Okay, I'm using JB Weld as filler, like sheetrock mud. Let's fill it in. I'm not trying to cake it on there. All I want to do is fill the pits. That's it. It's a thin skim. And honestly, if this manifold was to come off, that would come right apart. I guarantee it, because it's two clean edges. And then a quick wire brush and all that JB Weld would be gone. I put sealant on there because that's a weeping point bed plate. Might have leaked a little bit. Okay, a lot of you guys will say, paint the block. Hell, heck yes. I mean, a painted block when it's all done up like we do it is phenomenal. It is a pain in the butt like I don't ever want to experience, but we do it on certain ones, and it all depends on how I feel when we take it off the stand and it's hanging from the hoist, because that's when it's time to paint it, like at the exact minute before it sets in the truck, because we don't want torque specs getting changed by trying to paint blocks before they're assembled. I don't want to do that. It just adds an extra step. If we're going to paint it, we're going to tape and mask and then paint it. Borderline body shop job right there. We can do it, but I don't do all of them. All I'm doing to you right now is I'm explaining to you how come I don't do it, because you know, it's a freaking pain in the butt. And what I have found, I've done a lot of them, you guys have seen pictures, that 90% of people don't care. A shitty way to look at it, because people don't care, but whatever. We did have to pull a pin out of the fuel pump, that connector right there. I mean, he obviously had no issue with it, so, but whatever, but the pin would not stay in if you look at the one. And I have these, we got all kinds of crap like that. The fuel heater, okay, here's another thing you guys can look at. I took the fuel heater wire completely out. Take them all the way out, and they are not connected anywhere. They are straight shot from this point to the fuel heater that is no longer used. Did put the skid plate on right. I don't know what's going on. The last quite a few trucks I've seen are just backward skid plates. I mean, I guess people might want to skid over rocks backwards. I mean, so it might be by design. Because I started using copper NICs. Okay, I don't know nothing about it. A lot of you guys are old timers. You know all about it. Been using it since time began counting, but I haven't. Been using the nasty silver stuff. Look at that. What is that? Something on the freaking belt. Okay, we refresh all this. You see the transmission dipstick tube? We'll talk about the exhaust in a minute. The dipstick tube, see how it looks all. That little blue dot right there. See, I tried to not cover up that blue dot. I don't want to cover that up. That's like a factory dot. And I also TA29. I mean, I'm giving away all the secrets. I don't give a damn. Put a TA29 around here and clean it all up, because that is also a point. Nothing is, we got to get a new oil fill cap. What the hell is this crap? Julie, order a new oil fill cap, a 710 cap. It's been pretty cut and dry. We take all the fuel lines off, just from here forward. I don't take the ones off going back to the tank, but we take the lines all the way off and clean them all up. Plus, it lets you paint without having the lines on it, so let's be honest. So we take the grounds and grind them down and clean up the wires. Oh, look at that. That wire, you caught me. That wire is not freaking clean. Oh, now I got to walk around and show that they are clean. I mean, oh crap. Done caught me. But, and then paint over it. That is, I assure you, that is wire brushed, bare metal on metal, and then we'll paint over it. We did not do an update 07. If you look right here, see, this is a tough little animal right here, the EVP wire, especially on 04, because it does use it.
to have this, take a look close. I taped this entire harness up and I tried to put the connectors where they were. I obviously missed this one because the wire is supposed to come from the other side. Okay, I made a little call, whatever. Maybe we'll see if it bugs me by the time we get done with the whole job. I don't freaking know. But it actually, the length is perfect. I mean, it rests and it barely touches it. It's pretty good. I like it like that. It's completely gone. If you have to change the thermostat or something like that, you're not hooked to it. You know, it's just, it seems more user friendly. We put EGR valves in all trucks. Every single truck on the planet. We wire brush it and clear coat it, but we still put an EGR valve in all trucks. He has a reman pump on it. I don't know where it's from. Hopefully it's Ford pump, good pump. Hopefully the alternator's good. We have not heard this truck run yet. We cut about 2 inches off of the downpipe. I think you're gonna be good. Got a long ways there, long ways there, long ways there, and a long ways there. That's long enough ways. But you lost your hangers because we put a main clamp on it. And it's strong enough, it'll be fine. It ain't gonna fall down. This shit ain't that damn heavy. It'll be fine stretching from the turbo and then back. It will be. And if it ain't, well then shit, you know, I was wrong. We did put a brand new, okay, reman, look at that, I lied. It says it right there on it. That's a Ford 6.4 starter. They're expensive. You're gonna pay for them. So I got on a rant yesterday about parts, and yeah, hope it's good. Really a tough animal to put your name on something when there's like a brand new AC compressor. I took the oil out of it. It had maybe 4 ounces, maybe 3.5, 4 ounces, somewhere around there. I took all that out and I put in PAG oil with dye in it. Might as well put dye in it. What the hell's used? Put dye in it. We're gonna put an orifice tube on it when I get the cab down. So I've had a hell of a time on thermostats, man. It seems like it's pretty freaking hard to get one that I actually pump it up to 192. 188 is pretty common. Sometimes I had a couple 182s, 178s, straight from Ford. O'Reilly's come walking in yesterday with this, and it's not for anything, I don't think. $52 freaking dollars for my cost. $100 what they want for it. Look at that little cheesy sumbitch. I don't know. I said we better be broke down on the side of the road to use it, and I would much rather use it on one of my trucks. Much rather. It's a short one too, so it'd be nice if they make a long one also to go for the other. Only because we can't get any other one. New lower rat hose, new coolant Wi-Fi, everything's new. I mean, it's everything. Okay, not new. What's not new? Tensioner. We put a new low pressure regulator in it. You can see the little shininess of it right there. We did reuse the cover in the pump. It had a couple of spots on it, but it was all right. It'll be fine. You got to deburr out the holder for the battery cable. You got to deburr it. And that make the hole a little bit bigger, and then put the battery cable holder for the stud, that stud right there. Okay, you see the battery cable is behind the transmission bracket. That ensures that it won't, factory they put the transmission bracket on and then the battery cable behind it. Well, every time you tighten that nut, it spins the freaking battery cable. So put it on the transmission line that's not gonna move, and put the battery cable behind it, and it holds it, and it's straight, and it's all good, and everything's put together how it's supposed to be. You know, look how close it is to the oil pan. It's close, but I did scratch this oil pan. My fault. Sorry about that, guys. But I haven't fixed it yet. We'll see. I don't know. Might leave it in infamy or something. I don't freaking know. Who knows? The O'Reilly's block heater cords are too freaking short. I put them with the battery cable, and I just use a single zip tie so it can be taken off in the factory holder that it's supposed to be. See that one right there? Just a single zip tie on it, and run it the way that the factory one would go, except up here because I needed it shorter. Now up here, I just went back behind the starter. See that? But then I attached it. Radiator, charge air cooler's been cleaned. Charge air cooler. Okay, some of you guys go out and look at your charge air cooler and see how they look. That's like brand new plastic. Those cleaners back there are awesome. They put some cab mounts in it. I mean, replacing things in pairs, guys, if you're gonna do them. I mean, it's bad. I mean, these are pretty good. But there is, let's not lie, there is a crush factor on these. So in an absolute perfect world, you do the whole damn set, but these are not bad. If this was my truck, I would only do these. Those are the ones that suck. I did start painting the housings of the turbo. We'll see how long it lasts. Probably lasts 5 minutes. Who cares? Ain't no warranty on paint. Oh, I tried to make the pigtail look good. Oh, we got a problem. Oh my God, yeah, we got a problem. Okay, I tried to make the pigtail look good. I could not clip the clip that's on the turbo. Let me see if I can focus in there. Could not clip the clip. I don't want to clip the clip. There's a I did not want to cut the wires again, okay? If we don't have to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I mean, but the problem is VGT solenoid. I don't want to pull it off again because, you know, it's on there. I don't want to take it off. But both of the locking tabs on the VGT solenoid are gone. So that's not a big deal. It's an 8mm 12.3-inch extension. Boom, you could have it out in about 12 seconds, probably, on a hot running truck. So we're gonna leave his on there, and if it approaches a problem, because that little bastard's expensive. I mean, hopefully you can still get it, but from Ford, it's $400. Screw that. You're better off to buy a damn, like a $800 turbo that comes with one. You know, this is the Felpro stuff that I do not use as of now. I don't use none of these gaskets from Felpro. The oil cooler gasket, do not reuse that. I will use the bed plate gaskets, I will, but we didn't take his bed plate off. I'll use the bed plate gaskets because I put anaerobic on it and all kinds of crap. Now, okay, I have used this one before, but I mean, not when we're doing what we're doing here. Hell no on the exhaust manifold gaskets, hell no. Valve cover gaskets, I don't use them. I don't use them because they're, we're not at a point right now. I like to open up a truck and see that it's got certain aspects of OEM under it. So when you take an intake off a truck and I see these gaskets, what I look at is I mean, and maybe it's wrong to say, but I look at it as, well, they must have just bought the whole gasket kit and that's what they go by, is the gasket kit. And no, I mean, these do look like pretty good gaskets. I just don't like. Now, okay, if anybody else wants to come here and their truck is in here and you want to use those gaskets, I guess I'm giving you an option right now to tell me that you want to gamble on them. Oh, what else we do? Obviously got our intake, our Y pipe, pipe, all our stuff on there. And hopefully the alternator's good, but really there's not much that would be too much of a big deal. Hopefully we did put a full set of injectors in this son of a gun. Woo! Full set. And I didn't even show them son of a guns. Dang it. They're in there, I promise you, I assure you, they're Ford remans. I mean, that's what we got. We also replaced the breather box O-rings. Put some blue Loctite on the T30s when you put it back together. Another thing, let me throw some, I'm just throwing shit at you guys. Okay, when you tighten up the 10mm on the Ficken brackets and the glow plug control module and the glow plug bracket and all those little 10mm, all I gotta do is touch the bottom. Just enough, just a little bit. Now I can't tell you what, you know, 8 foot-pounds is, or I can't explain it to you what, you know, maybe 5 foot-pounds is. But you can just go down until they touch and they tighten, because they will bottom out and done. And yeah, a lot of people don't do that. I've had to take ones I put on before too, and had to freaking work on them to get them off. You know, sometimes things just don't work right. Look at that sucks. Little broken tab right there. I almost replaced it, but I couldn't. Something happened. I don't remember what happened, but it's holding it. It'll be fine. It'll get memory. The electrical tape, if we try to take any of that apart for like the next year, it will be gummy. It takes like a whole freaking year for that electrical tape to turn almost rock hard. It'll get solid. Let's see. Go back behind the fuel line with the AC and the crank sensor. Down through that little space right there. There you go. Oh, I put a little bit of TA29 right there. A little bit. Clean it all off. Nothing on thermostat. Thermostat straight. Just put it on with some oil. A little bit of oil. All right, that's it. All right, guys. Have a good day.